What's going on, guys? This is Danny Summers with Intercept MMA. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys can, please hit like and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell. That way, anytime we're putting out new videos, new content, new fight breakdowns, you guys can see it first. What's going on, guys? Coach Dana, I'm here with Coach Anna. What we're going to get into is the spring of the cage, using that to set up flying knees, especially when we get this person actually bounce into the cage. What I mean by that, there's a lot of techniques, push kicks, round kicks, and literally me just putting my hands on someone and pushing them into the cage. Where when I push someone into the cage, or when people naturally want to feel the cage behind them, they tend to put their back into it and then spring off it. Right? And you see it a lot. And it could be one of those scenarios where this person isn't aware of where they're at and they just don't understand that they're right on the edge of the cage, and you see people sometimes trip on the cage. So just kind of being aware of where you are in the cage sometimes is obviously important. But if I can get someone near the cage and I like to throw this is a good setup, because what I'm using is the momentum of her hitting the cage, and the spring is bringing her back in, which creates that momentum of me hitting her as she's hitting me. So what I'm looking to do to set this up, I'm going to throw out a lead teep kick, and I'm just going to push her into the cage, trying to drive her hips into the cage. Once she hits the cage and comes back in, I'm going to put my left foot down, so I'm right back in my normal stance, and I'm going to go to a flying knee with my right knee. And as I do that, what I like to try to do is show her a rear hook. If I push her into the cage, like even if she's in her stance, if I push her into the cage and I show a rear hook, a lot of times people duck, they cover, whatever. That's when I'm going to go into this flying knee. So if I'm in my stance here, I'm going to hit my switch, I teep, and that's where I get the spring. Now, once I have her spring off that cage, I'm just going to show her this, and as I show her this, I'm taking this step, pushing off this foot and my rear foot, and then bringing this knee up. So in kind of like full speed, not really full speed because I don't want Anna to divorce me after this video, is I'm going to throw my switch teep, jump up, and then bring that knee. And now I'm throwing more of a round knee. Obviously, if this is competition or something where I want to do damage, I can bring that knee right up the center. It also depends on this person's hand positioning and the way that their head is moving. But again, she knows the knee is coming. That's why you see her turning away, kind of preparing for it. If she didn't know it was coming and I threw this, she's going to keep her eyes on me, and then she's going to start to see this. So when she starts to see this and she ducks, now I can bring that knee right up the center. So again, using the cage to our advantage, especially in an MMA scenario. So I'm going to do it one more time. If I'm here on my left lead, switch teep, show the hook, bring the knee up. And once we throw that, we could follow up with more strikes, transition into a takedown, whatever the case may be. But the spring of this cage, when that person comes back in, to set up this flying knee. Give it a try.